9 years ago, exactly in this place, we lived for many years, Rav Ovadia said it. 9 years ago. The outside of Rav Goran Zatzal, he came to give a speech to the Yeshiva. 9 years ago. The Pasuk said, I'm not here to talk psukim, I'm here to tell you stories. But we cannot start without this pasuk. It's a little very scary. In ויקרא, ואחריכם כל בית ישראל יבכו את השרפה אשר שרף השם. זה רש"י, מכאן שצרתן של תלמידי חכמים מוטלת על הכל להתאבל בה. Whenever big scholars go through aggravation, like Lucy here we're talking about, young people, what here we're talking about, in one side Rav Ovadia is 93, 94. But I remember when Rabbi Lem, Sheikhye, said Shiva and his father would die, 97, and people said, your father is old. He said, there's no mitzvah as an old father will die. How much I will talk about the Rav Ovadia, you're not going to understand. I'm not sure if I understand. Or the Rachaim HaKodesh said the following, כי באמצעות מיתת הצדיקים מגיע קצב לכללות ישראל. Whenever tzaddikim die, holy people die, it's very bad for the Jewish people, very bad. I'm a terrified person. I'm not here to get you anxiety attack, but I'm terrified. כי חוזק ישראל וחיותם הם גדוליהם הצדיקים. The strength of the Jewish people is like Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu didn't scare from nobody. Lech lecho me'artzecho without to discuss. It's a beautiful Orachaim, beautiful Raphael Hirsch. Rav Ovadia, you have to understand, there's something here. First, for the people who don't believe in Chazal, I want to share with you a few stories. Rav Ovadia's father was a guy who used to have a grocery store, a little makolet, not fancy makolet like you have in the Rova, this already, King David Hotel. A little makolet, you're too young to understand, a little store. A little old man, short, a noch schlepper, a little cheese, you know, his cheese used to be, American cheese used to buy 60 years ago, used to be in a little mishkal, waiter, וכולי. Rav Ovadia was a student in Porat Yosef by the famous Mekubal Rav Mordechai Atiya. But I remember him when I was a kid. I was friendly with his grandchildren. Now I'll tell you a story what Rav Ovadia told me. Used to be a foundation, called today language, foundation of spread the Minchas Chinuch. Today, Minchas Chinuch is very popular sefer. Without to discuss in the Roshal Nale, what is Minchas Chinuch? The most famous Michael Jordan of ever. This is the Minchas Chinuch. Not one generation, forever. There used to be a foundation, anybody say in the heart, Minchas Chinuch, get money. Rav Ovadia Yosef cleaned the whole budget of the foundation. He cleaned it. Every week, you know, anybody can open the Minchas Chinuch. Today came in a more beautiful way. Machon Yerushalayim, Roy Tamir is one of the editors. Pages of pages without computer. Rav Ovadia got up there when he's a little 15 years, he cleaned the budget of the foundation. Then his father was very poor, you have to understand. What you call today poor is Mr. Rothschild, compared to the poor of then. And one day, Rav Atiya, Zecher Tzadik Lebracha, asked in Cheder, where is Ovadia? They told him his father meet him in the grocery store to help him. Ovadia went to the grocery store and said, Mr. Nobody knows what is Ovadia, what is Yosef, what is family, what is the first name. The kid said, he said, I need your son in the school. He's my best student ever. The father said, Chacham Bashi, Chacham, Rabbi, I don't have panos, I need somebody to help me in the store. Next morning, Chacham Atiyah came with a sinor, how do you say sinor? Apron to the store, and stood by the store and said, Mr. Yosef, I'm helping you, or Mr. Ovadia, whatever the name, I'm helping you to sell, I'll be your help. Ovadia, the little one, will go to the Cheder, back to the school, I'm your assistant. You know, by Sfardim Chacham, he's lahavdil more from the most important queen, president in the world. He said, are you crazy? You're going to be with me in the store? No way! He said, go, take my son also. Keep him in the school. If you came to work for me, not acceptable. Think a second, without this stupid story, what is not story and is not stupid, is a truth story. Look what the Rebbe did for a student. They went to put apron. Chacham Bashi, very famous in Yerushalayim, Chacham Mordechai Atiyah, then went to there. You have to understand, we're talking 60 years ago. 60 years ago. When Rav Ovadia came with the Sefer Gabi Omer. There's no politics then, not like today. The Mizrahi Rabbonim respected the Torah Karta Rabbonim, and the Badatz Rabbonim respect everybody. That means you believe in the same Hashem. Just you daven Ashkenaz, you daven Sfarad, you sing a tikva, you don't sing a tikva. Doesn't make a difference. It's all stupidity fights. At the end of the day, we all live in Eretz Yisrael. We all believe in the same Hashem. Look who gave him a skomas. We're talking 60 years ago, 1954. Look who gave him a skomas. In the same page, today be demonstration. They'll make a fest. All of them in the same page. Shkotzim. Rav Herzog, the chief rabbi of the Zionist movement, what was respect from the Bereskerov till everybody respected without any discussing them. The chief rabbi Rav Herzog, Rav Chizki Yashatem, what was the half based in the Sfardim of the Badatz Sfardim in Yerushalayim. Rav Toldan was the chief rabbi of Tel Aviv. We had to discuss about him. Then the biggest voice of our generation in Eretz Yisrael, no discussion. Everybody respect him, including the Bnei Brak people, Chazonish and everybody. Tzvi Pesach Frank, the famous Shuvah Sar Tzvi. He wrote about Rav Ovadia 60 years ago. As everybody crazy about his Sforim, all the big Talmidei Chachomim in Yerushalayim, and he knows Shas and Poskim by heart, with non-stop, and knows how to think straight, the way these old people like it. And then the end of the Badatz. The end of the Badatz, the famous Pinchas Epstein. I remember when I was a kid to see him in Geula. He writes like this about the Rav Ovadia. Harav HaGaon HaChacham HaKolel. Not like today everybody writes about everybody moral. Or Golel. Lighting of all the Torah Kule. Charif ובקיא טובה, משנתו רב ונקי, ועובדיה ירא השם, ירא את השם מאוד. זה פסוק עם תנ"ך. אז עובדיה got a lot of ירא שמיים, he wrote about Rav Ovadia. It's not some to fill the page, it's not the New York Times. כבוד שם תורתו, חכם מתקרא, ורבי יתקרא. He was a big scholar and a big rabbi. And I saw איש מהיר במלאכתו, a person with everything go quick without any computer. ויפוצו מהיותיו חוצה, everything going to be spread. And I'm asking everybody, and I'm sure, promise, as everybody would learn Torah, I have to respect them and to like his book. And I'm sure as everybody will bring his sefer to his house, sefer for Rav Ovadia, the house will get blessing, like written like this about the Zohar. Everybody with the Zohar in the house is a broch in the house. And not the poskim say Rav Epstein. What mentioned in the book of Rav Ovadia, they will continue to give you a bracha. You understand what we're talking about? 60 years ago. One of the things that made me to be very close to Rav Ovadia, I will tell you, is not run at money. When Rav Ovadia came, you all, you're very young, including the Rabbonim, and the old man here. And Rav Ovadia was Koch the Teira Adif, like a Rav Zevin. I'm sure you don't know who's a Rav Zevin. Rav Zevin was the founder and the editor of Encyclopedia Talmudit, was the famous Chavusif, the famous Dayan Abramsky from London, who did Aliyah later. Very big Lubavitcher Chosid, one of the biggest scholars of our time, genius in his writing. He writes with also to Rav Ovadia he writes, when he got it, except Professor Rav Kook, we have to discuss it. What it is? He writes, you have to understand, people thought in the beginning of the Jewish state, as the Sephardic tradition is over. You don't understand. Which kind of revolution Rav Ovadia did? Everybody finished the Sephardic tradition. Ashkenazim took over, the Tzionim first took over, and we started to discuss now the Tzionim, the way they tried to fight religion. And we started to discuss it. The Haredim didn't accept Sephardim. I remember in my time in Ponevezh, 50 years ago, the Stipler said to the Ponevezh Rav, you're going to pay one day based in Shalmala as you don't accept Sephardim. We started to discuss it now. Why is that? Everybody thought the Sephardim is finito. Came a young guy, not tall, not big, Ovadia Yosef. They are so scared from him in Eretz Yisrael, they sent him to be the head of the basin in Egypt, to send him to Florida a little, let's forget for him. He came back, one of the biggest poskim in Eretz Yisrael, the Degel Reuven. I remember everything now clear, you know, you look back, he's like a movie. The Degel Reuven, the chief rabbi of Pesach Tikveh, took him to be a dayan in his basin. Rav Shlomo Karalis, who was one of the famous dayanim, was in his base, and everybody said, listen, this young baby Sephardi, he beat all of us. All of us. We're already 50, talking to dayanim, Arateni, all of them. Everybody started to look up to this young Ovadia Yosef, and he didn't scare from nobody. And he was like a really Sephardi, without to discuss the way Ashkenazim poising Sephardi. Sephardi really, Kor de Teirad, he didn't scare to say, yes. And he didn't scare to matter anything. Matter, but you know, he got the shoulder, it's not something not to push him down. He didn't scare from nobody, and everybody was scared from him. And later came to a time, as everybody started to talk against him. They didn't invite him. I don't forget this thing. He said to me, Ovadia, whenever I used to come to him, he used to say to me, Rav Bina, Abba Shulchan natan li harbe kavod. And I asked him once, what do you mean kavod? He said, well, nobody put attention, nobody looked at me, and everybody was against me. That my father used to have the best Yeshiva high school around the world. We tried to discuss it now. He used to invite Rav Bina a few times here. And he used to tell me, I will remember. All the Ashkenazim loved to talk against him. Sephardim didn't exist, and many big Sephardim, just Chacham ben Zion Abba Shaul, what came later, was disagree with the Rav Ovadia many things in Halacha, but they are very close friends. Worship one each other. Milchamta shel Torah in a nice way. My father used to tell me, Aaron, don't listen to you Ashkenazi. He is the Gadol Shebegdolim. He is the biggest of all of them. They did the test of Rav Ovadia against the computer in Bar-Ilan, before computer came popular today. Today everybody's going to Vilna. Push the computer, get the answer. Rav Ovadia got everything in his mind. I remember 3 years ago I went with my grandchildren, the triplets to Rav Ovadia, and we asked him one question. He said, Rav Bina, telech shama, huge library, a few thousand books. He knew every book, where is it? He said, Tispor Eser, from the right side, you find this book. Bring it to me. You want to look something. He knew everything by heart, no? I really think personally, I don't have any proof about this, as from the time of the Goel Mevina, we're talking few hundred years, didn't exist a scholar like him. Didn't exist. And like the Gemara said, don't forget this. Hizaharu mipnei aniyim shemehem tetzeh Torah. Be careful, but children come from poor houses. They come in the biggest. He beat everything. Sfardim used to be under the floor. I remember when Rav Ovadia, he was for 10 years chief rabbi, and then we started to discuss the dirty politics. He lost it. He was in Shiva. Every time he thought, Rav Ovadia finished. But Kodesh Baruch Hu left from all of us. Kodesh Baruch Hu is the best sense of humor. He got different kind of plan. He came with the idea, let's have a Sephardi party. We started to discuss it. And let's bring the Sephardi tradition back. L'achzir atara liyoshna. And today, the person who brought back the Malchus to the Sephardim, the kingdom, the Torah back to the Sephardim, the tradition to be proud, to be traditional, today, Kabah, B'ezrat Hashem, he's finished physically. But he's going to continue with us. It's very scary. The Zohar said the minutes we're living here because of people like Rav Ovadia, and the minutes a person like this gone, Kodesh Baruch Hu want to kick us out also. You don't worth anything. You don't know what Rav Ovadia forgot in his small finger, in his foot. We never learned this. I don't need you here. Not the hell of you. Very scary, the Zohar. What the Ohr HaChaim said, his name of Zohar. Very, very scary. It's not relation with the Ohr HaChaim talking shmot in Dvorim. As in every generation, some big people, they are Moshe, every time with Chochem is Moshe Rabbeinu, but depends to the level. The biggest Moshe Rabbeinu for our generation is Chacham Ovadia. He's a fish in the dead, but he's going to continue. It's scary to think. His memory, I remember when I took test by him, Smiche, he came to our koiler. I got the schut to learn the same koiler 4 years with his son, Rabbi Yaakov, who passed away a few months. I remember the story when he said Shiva a few months ago on Rabbi Yaakov. He said without a sefer, then he went through, he got a lot from too much learning. You, from a little learning, you get sick. And when you get sick, you know, Chash Beroisha, say the Mishnah, Yesed B'Teira, you have difference, Girsa. Chash B'Teira, Yesed Beroisha. You're sick all the time with some sickness. But the Rabbi did the opposite. He got some pressure, they thought to do brain surgery, and then some doctor decide he's not allowed to learn for a few months, he learned Behar, and they bought him sunglasses, from then he started to go sunglasses. Around 40 years ago, a little less than 40 years ago. And he's testing me and he said to me, Kavodo Ikra, you read. And I'm shaking the most anxiety attack was my bar mitzvah and I sit in front of Rav Ovadia. But I know nothing compared to him, nothing compared to him. He said to me, Kavodo Ikra et Bet Yosef. Read the Bet Yosef on the tour. And I'm so shaking, I'm missing one letter there. He said, Kavodo Yachzor, go back, you skipped the letter. You know, Bet Yosef is pages of pages of pages of pages. And this, a little man, but he's not a little man, forgot some line. I forgot the line, but he didn't forget. He said, Chazor b'cha, go back. All the time with a smile, all the time love people, really love people. Care about people, care about the Jewish people. Never lived for himself all his life. I remember when my father opened the Yeshiva in the Golan Heights, he came to give support. He came for all day. He went to for by the year. We still have pictures now, beautiful pictures. And he's very young and got able to walk all around. But we're all getting old. What he brought to the world, you don't understand, guys, he did revolution. The biggest revolution, bigger from the Hasidus, he brought to the world. You have to understand, by the story you saw what's going on here in the Erev Yom Kippur, how many Jews coming is all because of Rav Ovadia. He brought in to be proud to be a Jew, to be proud to be a Sephardi. Rav Shai's wife went this morning when they announced, as Rav Ovadia passed away, she went to a grocery store, to vegetable store. Oh man, big man, doesn't look big full guy. but look me nothing. And they announced in the radio, as Ovadia died, said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if he said so nice. Achutza מהחנות. He broke down, started to cry like a baby. He said, I'm closing the store, I didn't get my money. The biggest guy felt that you don't understand, guys, what revolution this guy did. He's behind everything, everybody. All the papers, all the media love to hate him. The Haredim love to hate him, let's be honest. 2 years ago I brought some paper to give a present to Mr. Hennet, and I wanted Chaim Kanievsky and Rav Yoshiv to sign. When I came to the house of Chaim Kanievsky, the son said to me, Rav Bina, cover the name of Ovadia, then my father will sign. He doesn't know, don't tell him. I said, I don't have the guts to lie to the Prime Minister. Yeshiva guy, put the hand of the name of Rav Ovadia, and then Rav Yoshiva, and then the Prime will sign. And the same thing we did by Rav Yoshiva. I didn't get the guts to do it. No way. Many people didn't like him. Be liked, not to like. The biggest voice of the Ashkenazim today, Rav Osner. Also, he loved Rav Ovadia. Love Rav Ovadia. He's a one shuri without to discuss it now. As Rav Ovadia wrote against the Ramah. And he didn't know who the guy who got against the Ramah. As Rav Osner wrote against Rav Ovadia. Later when he told him he's Rav Ovadia, he said, oh, I'm sorry. If I knew he's Rav Ovadia, who I am to write against him. I heard from Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, he used to say, my biggest simchas yontev, when I get the book of Rav Ovadia, was respect by everybody worship him. But in the other side, jealous in this, used to be fighting. I remember 2 years ago, I went to him, because some Sfardim here, they learn from Ashkenazim to cheat halacha, and they told me as Rav Ovadia said you have to keep 1 day yontev for people who come from Chutz La'aretz. So I went to him and said, Kvod Arav. He said, Rav Bina, חשבתי אתה קצת תלמיד חכם. I said, I have a fight with the guys. They said in your name. I never written you Sefer, I saw inside. But maybe you changed your mind. The guy knew everything. Everything, he didn't miss nothing, and without any computer, not like today. He was more from a Sefer Torah, more. When Rav Yoshiv used to sit with him in Beisim, he talking to him like he's his rabbi, as people would remember. Everybody worship and respect him. People got scared. Where is going this with his power? He loved everybody. He loved the Jews. He loved everybody. It's a schus for you to be this here in Eretz Yisrael. Nobody live forever. Why God took him? I don't know. We don't pray enough. There's no replacement for him. No replacement. Don't let any media to sell you garbage. There's no replacement for him. There's one Rav Ovadia came in from the last 400 years from the time of the God, whatever the time, till now. Nobody is like nobody. It's scary. How much he knew and he loved people. I remember it was my wife's student. The basement didn't want to convert her. They want to convert her. I went to Rabbi Yaakov, the son of Rabbi Ovadia, Zecher Tzadik Levacha, and I said to him, my wife is a student, she's very serious about convert, and the basement don't want to convert for some reason. They give tzoros to the wrong people, not to the right people to give tzoros. And Ovadia said in the beginning, come after Sukkot. But they said, for the Rav, the girl wants to be Jewish for Yom Adin. She's broken crying in my house to my wife, she wants to be Yom Adin. Ovadia said, bring it to my house. To his basement. I went with my wife, she took here, and with this girl, but to make the way Rav Ovadia talked to me so much time, he said to her, "What הלוכה, למה את צריכה להיות יהודייה? כולם שונאים אותנו." Then she asked me an interesting question, not now to discuss. I don't know the answer till today. Rav Ovadia didn't answer. Not important now. But the way with love he talked to her, then the next day, we went to the mikveh together, and he did her convert. And she's a woman, living in Ra'anana, 6 children. One is a pilot in the Air Force, another one is a Yeshiva bocher in the Hester Yeshiva, passed away from cancer 2 years ago, young guy, 23, 24. Everything with love, nothing with cheshbeinis, no money, no nothing. The guy was pure clean, and he died pure clean. I'm not talking about the people around. I'm not going to lie to you. but he was pure. One thing he was interested, Torah, Torah, and Torah. This was his interest. And Jews, I have a video, look later in the video of the Yeshiva when he spoke to the Sephardim, but living in the Yeshiva. What he spoke? He said, what is Rashi Tevot Amal? La'amol, lilmod al menat lilamed. The whole purpose of learning is to teach the next generation. He said to the Sephardi boys, also true for the Ashkenazim. He didn't say sit in Koilel. But he said, you go back to America. He said, Eretz Yisrael is more important. There's no question about it. We're not talking about Aliyah brainwash now. You go back to America, each one of you is the messenger. All the boys sitting here, Shana Aleph, Shana Bet, Shana Gimel, Shana Aleph, I don't even know what this means, what I'm talking. You're messenger, you're the next generation, the leaders. Ovadia said them already weak, he didn't give shaken with the guys, this is the condition. They said to me, you can come with the group, but no shaking hands, he's too weak. But he understood and he talked for over 10 minutes to the boys, sat down and talk. As you as a messengers. We have to go, all of us, to the funeral, be back here 8 o'clock at night. Just thank you to God by the Kotel, thank you to Rav Bina, but again, he did Ma'apecha, revolution. In the 50s, everybody thought the Sephardim is gone. The Zionist movement threw a party. We lost the Sephardim. I mean, they gained the Sephardim, the thought. And here you saw here in the Erev Yom Kippur, few 100,000 Jews scream, Hashem, Hashem. It's all because of Rav Ovadia. He gave them back the pride. What we call in Gava Yehudit, Gava Sfaradit, nothing to be ashamed who we are. We continue direct from the Bet Yosef. There's no question upstairs. He's the biggest party, the biggest walker. Because Kodesh Baruch Hu first is a Sephardi, not quite. Whenever I used to say this to Rav Ovadia, I think so, God is a Sephardi, used to give me, boom! But the strongest one, whenever I used to tell him, I remember I asked him last year. I said, Rav Ovadia, I have a question. I'm Ashkenaz, I have a Nusach Ashkenaz. This is the custom of my father. But I think so, the Barech Aleinu for Kshomim, the Ashkenaz brocha is a cheating. Sephardim is really long to the point, we need rain in Eretz Yisrael. Can I say the old davening Ashkenazi? And then Sephardi, Barech Aleinu? He said, no, Rav Bina, Isha. Oh, אתה תהיה לגמרי ספרדי, because used to be one of the biggest fight in the positive way. They really love on each other. Rav Shlomo Zalman and Rav Ovadia, if a Sephardi can come Ashkenazi, and if Ashkenazi can come Sephardi, Rav Ovadia believe, as because the chief rabbi also when we convert, he told my wife and me, as when you convert somebody in Eretz Yisrael, you have to be a Sephardi, because Mara Deatra, the chief rabbi of Eretz Yisrael is Marana Bet Yosef. And therefore, Rav Ovadia believe, as all of us Ashkenazim, if we're really honest people, and we believe what he believes as God is a Sephardi, he never said this, I said to him, we all have to convert to be a Sephardi. But the Sephardi cannot convert to be Ashkenazi, no way. This is Christianity. Some used to disagree with him. Whatever is your minhag, or you haven't decided to do, you can do. But try to learn one thing from Rav Shlomo Zalman, from Rav Ovadia. Never give up. He didn't get what to eat. Nothing, no poor from poor. Never gave up. The same thing when you go to college, Lahavdil. You have money, you don't have money. You want to be a doctor, you take loans. Loans you have to pay back. It's not like used to be in the old times people used to announce chapter 11 and then to pay the loan. The same thing with Torah. No excuse for everybody. This is we finish with Lech Lecho. Look in Rav Shimshon Raphael Hirsch. We don't following the majority. If you believe, if you got stuck and you're born to be Jewish, Lech Lecha Me'artzecha, go be by yourself. Don't get excited from people around you. If you get lucky to come to Netiv Aryeh, you get lucky to be there in Israel, take a little time. Be a proud Jew. Lech Lecha Me'artzecha, Moledu Zechor, Beis Avicho. Forget everything in the past. All of you shlichim and Bezrat Hashem, the end of the year, the end of second year, and some people lucky for third year, to go back and to be shlichim, להגדיל תורה לדעה in the schools of the Apostle, the most godly of the Holy Apostle of the last few hundred years, the schools of him, all of us will continue, be good for the Jewish state, for the Bnei Torah, for the Sfardim, for Netiv, for all Klal Yisrael. Amen.